KLK 102.5 FM. Good morning to you on your Friday. It's January 5th, 2018. This is Community Conversations. Kato Wonder is in the studio with you. I'm flying solo today. I don't have my usual host, Miss Kobina Harden, but she is probably at home checking out this interview. But today is a very special day, and we have some very special guests. We have members of the Jonesboro Alumni chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. And these gentlemen are here today because it is Kappa Alpha Psi's Founders Day. Today we are joined by Mr. Cornelius Moore, Mr. Tier Hamilton, Mr. Tavikio Banks, and Mr. Quentin Little. And we'll just talk about all things Kappa Alpha Psi and about their chapter. But before we get into that, as I do each and every year, I have to give a shout out to some Kappas who, without them, KLEK 102.5 FM would not be possible. And one of them is Dr. Wilbert Gaines, who is Board Emeritus of the Voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. Because of him believing in me and believing in KLEK, his contributions helped to make KLEK possible. Then also want to thank Mr. Raymond Sims, who is my radio mentor, who gave me the knowledge that I was able to take to build KLEK. So even though I may be a member of Alpha Phi Alpha, I still have a special place in my heart for Kappa Alpha Psi because Kappa men helped this station to get to where we are. And one last shout out, I got to shout out my guy Reginald Bradsfield, who is a member of Kappa Alpha Psi, who is the general manager of KDIV 98.7 FM, our sister station in Fayetteville. All right, so I've got my Kappa shout outs out the way, and we're going to go ahead and start with our program. So we're going to just go around the table, and we'll start with Cornelius. Just kind of introduce yourself and tell what position that you have in the chapter, and just a little bit more about yourself.
All right. Thank you for having us today. KLEK has been a major supporter of Kappa Alpha Psi, as well as Jonesboro Alumni chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi and the Thank You chapter and the Kappa League. So we wanted to first say, congratulations on paying, off your station. That was a huge achievement, as well as the support that you give the community of Jonesboro. And so my name is Cornelius Moore. I am the pole mark of the Jonesboro, Arkansas Alumni chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Also the guideline director of Kappa League. And basically, I'm just enjoying the tenure here in Jonesboro, serving our community and giving back to those that are in need. Brotherhood, building bonds with the brothers here in this area, and just really living out the tenets of Kappa Alpha Psi, and just enjoying life being a Kappa man.
Now, you say that you're the pole mark. Now, for those who may not know what that term means, explain what a pole mark is.
Okay, pole mark is what we, as Kappa men, we call the president. So in other organizations, what you would call a president, that's what we call pole mark.
Okay. And Tavikio?
Yes,
introduce yourself.
Tavikio Banks. I am the keeper of exchequer, and that's just like the treasurer. I want to say happy New Year to everyone, and also I'm the co-director for Kappa League. Just been a great time being here, being a part. Just continue to do great things and continue to achieve. 107 years in the making and beyond. We're striving for achievement.
And Quentin?
Good morning, Brother Quentin Little, a member of the Jonesboro Alumni chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Ecstatic to be here this morning with my brothers, showing support. Do want to shout out KLEK for allowing us to be here on this platform today. Some of the positions that I hold within the organization, I am the keeper of records. That's basically, I am the recorder, or in such, the secretary. I jot down all the notes in all of our meetings and make sure they are duly noted and safely kept in our archives. I'm also on the board for our upcoming and rising Kappa League program, and I'm just glad to be here.
And that brings us to Tier.
Hi, they call me Keep Sweat.
Hey,
My name is Tier Hamilton.
And you actually sounded like him too.
Hey, that's my radio voice. They always told me I need to get a nighttime show. So again, we didn't talk about that
for real.
For real. But I am the vice pole mark, or the vice president for Jonesboro Alumni chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. I'm also the advisor for the undergraduate chapter, Theta Mu undergraduate chapter of Arkansas State University, as well as I'm also a director for Junior Kappa League here in Jonesboro. And we're just excited to be here. It's our Founders Day. We're going to turn up today.
Yo.
And we
So
just
what party gonna be at? That's Kappa's on the
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good.
Hey, when you see the street lights and the city turn red, you know it's getting ready to go down. Yeah.
So, A-State, we trying to get them to turn the library red today. So
Yeah, they got to paint the town red for once.
Already. All right. Well, since today is Founders Day, let's go ahead and kind of get into a discussion about Kappa Alpha Psi itself. Kind of for those who may not know that are listening or watching, just kind of give a brief history of the fraternity.
All right, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Yo was founded on the campus of Indiana University in Bloomington, Indiana, and January 5th, 1911. And we want to definitely pay homage to those illustrious brothers who saw fit to have an undergraduate chapter be established, the crystallization of a dream to see the black men achieve high academic standards on the college campuses. And so we're here to celebrate 107 years of achievement in every field of human endeavor. And we see whether you are in healthcare, whether you education, you are in religion, or if you are in any entrepreneurial field for that matter, we seek to achieve in the highest standards. And so we just basically are celebrating every man, a Kappa man, that has made achievement their life goal. And we want to, shout out all our brothers here in Jonesboro, with Theta Mu and with the Jonesboro Alumni chapter.
Anyone else want to add anything to that?
before we go further, I just want to one thing I do want to say is again, we appreciate candy canes on the table.
Oh yeah. And, we've been saying ever since we took down the Christmas tree, it's kind of become a tradition. We say, okay, well, whatever candy canes are left, we're gonna leave them for J5 for you guys. So take them all with you, and of course, whatever y'all don't take, then well, I guess they'll slowly but surely get eaten by the K or the K staff. But it is kind of like our gift to you.
Oh yeah,
we appreciate that.
And they will be going home with them.
Yeah. Well, just kind of pick it back in off of what Brother Moore said. We want to pay homage to the founders. And our founders are Elder Watson Diggs, Byron Kenneth Armstrong, Ezra D. Alexander, Henry T. Asher, Marcus Peter Blakemore, Paul Wayman Kane, George Wesley Edmonds, Guy Levis Grant, Edward Giles Irvin, and John Milton Lee. Those are our 10 illustrious founders.
All right, so let's kind of talk about some of the national programs that Kappa Alpha Psi is involved with. What are some of the national programs that the fraternity does, and how does the JAC chapter implement those programs on a local level?
I know we're involved in St. Jude. We do a lot of involvement with that as far as fundraising. Sunday of Hope, attending churches, also it's a fundraising endeavor. These are some of the things we're trying to do to also give back. You can look out on the calendar. We're planning a 5K, and it's just putting information out there. So in support and proceeds, some of the proceeds will go towards St. Jude. Just doing our best as much as we can to give back and also kind of promote the different events and things in the community.
All right, and what are some of the others?
Also, to go along with those individual programs, we also do Kappa Camp for our young men to be able to go to. As we spoke about earlier, Kappa League is another initiative that Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated is duly involved in. But before Kappa League, you have to be able to understand the Guy Rise program, which was founded before the actual Kappa League program was founded. And those are just some of the programs in which this great fraternity, likes to get their hands into and be involved in.
Okay, and you mentioned Kappa League. I've noticed that the Kappa League, especially here in Jonesboro, has been everywhere. For example, they recently were at the NAACP event with Jonesboro Police Chief Rick Elliott, who we had on the show Wednesday, and he's planning on doing more shows. But I've also seen Kappa League do things with the Jonesboro Alumni chapter of Delta Sigma Theta with their academy and gyms. And one of the things that I saw that Kappa League did was a canned good drive. I know that they were out at Legends Barbecue Smokehouse, and I saw the picture on social media that the whole stage was just covered with cans. So let's kind of talk about some of the things that's going on with Kappa League.
Okay, and for those that are technologically savvy, I almost didn't make it past that word. You can go to the Jonesboro Kappa League website, the jonesborokll.wixsite.com, and see some of the things that we've been doing, some of the partnerships that Kappa League has forged in the community with other nonprofit organizations. Also, it's all about partnerships, and so and one of the newest partnerships we've been able to acquire is a highway mile that we've adopted on Highway 63. That's one of the major achievements that they have, so to give back to the community. Also, for Thanksgiving, we were able to help serve Thanksgiving dinners alongside with Theta and Jonesboro alumni all together. We like to do all of our events, if we can, together, especially serving the community. We would like to have a united front on all levels, from young and old, to give back. And also, we're forging other partnerships in the city as well with other organizations. We partner with the Deltas, like you said earlier, with the Canned Good Drive. We partnered with Health Wellness Elementary School. We raised over almost 1,000 pounds of canned goods for that initiative as well. We've also had numerous car washes and served the community that way to raise funds for scholarship endeavors. We have seniors that are graduating this year, so we want to give scholarships. And so with that being said, we've been able to also, after Dr. Gaines, to form a nonprofit organization, the Gears Foundation. So for those of you that are on Facebook or Instagram, if you've seen the Gears Foundation, that is a foundation that has been formed to promote scholarship and resources for the seniors that are in our community, to give back to them for high achieving academically. And so we have numerous opportunities in the near future to really promote community service, as well as forging those brotherhoods and relationships with other organizations.
And I noticed that you mentioned the Gears Foundation that I've seen on social media, where you all are currently fundraising. I believe y'all have a goal to raise like $50,000 to help fund the scholarship. So just kind of let us know how that's going, and once you all reach your goal, how the money will be spent, how it will benefit the Gears Foundation, and also how people can contribute to if they want to help out. I'm sure a lot of people, well, of course, at the beginning of the show, I told you about how Dr. Gaines has touched me, and I'm sure that, there's probably not a person in Jonesboro that probably doesn't have a story of how Dr. Gaines has touched them. So just kind of put that information out there, so how people can help out.
Okay, basically, and I'll give you that Kappa League website again, because you'll be able to find more information about Gears Foundation and how they support. And Gears Foundation also has a website as well, Gears Foundation, gearsfoundationinc.wixsite.com as well. And we're have that website up where you can sow that seed or give that donation, that contribution as well. You can give towards the PayPal account, Gears Foundation at gmail.com. And also go to our Facebook pages and our Instagram pages with Jonesboro Alumni or Jonesboro Kappa League, and you'll see all those opportunities to contribute to what we're doing as far as the $50,000 scholarship drive. And that's not a lot of money. When you look at the cost of education now, that will get through the amount of Kappa Leaguers that we have. We have 25 on record, and we have about 5 that are graduating this 2018 year. And so if you spread that out, that will get them, a year or two, guys, if that, maybe. And so we want to really make a strong push, a strong effort. I know Jonesboro, is really philanthropical I am messing these words up. Philanthropical.
Jonesboro has a giving spirit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? I appreciate that. And we're going to edit that out. And but yeah, Jonesboro is really giving, and so you know, we really want Jonesboro to respond to this drive.
And also, we'll go ahead, Tier.
And just to kind of piggyback off of what he was saying, some of the things beyond the scholarship that we're looking to do with that money is we want to make sure that we're pouring into these guys' lives all around, such as making sure that we take them on college tours to different universities and different colleges around the country. We've got one student that is interested in going, it was at Harvard. He's wanting to go to Harvard. He's never been to Harvard. So we want to make sure that we're able to take him to Harvard, take him to, on that campus tour, make sure he has a full feel of a place like Harvard too, so that when he does get there, it's not all Greek to him. We want to make sure that we're able to, and things like that is not only taking the seniors, but we also want to take, other students as well, because that may inspire someone that may not have actually made up their mind where they wanted to go, what they wanted to do after school. That may inspire them. Hey, this is something that I can do. This is something that I want to do. And we just want to make sure that we're able to sow into these children's lives in different ways, such as that. We make sure that we have things such as college signing days. So whereas, let's say that a student is a student athlete and they're getting a scholarship and they're picking certain schools that they want to go to, people kind of make it a big deal. So what we've decided is we want to make sure that it's a big deal if they're not a student athlete. We want to make sure that it's a big deal for their athletics, and we want to make it a big thing, to have a college signing day for not only student athletes, but for students, period. So that's one of the initiatives that we're wanting to do with that, as well as different efforts through STEM. We want to make sure that we send them on to STEM competitions, and that's actually headed by Brother Banks, and I'll turn it over to him and let him talk a little bit more about the STEM program and how we're wanting to implement that.
Yeah, appreciate that, Brother Hamilton. As far as the STEM program, it all goes hand in hand with the Gears Foundation. And I just want to step back. The mission for the Gears Foundation is to equip our youth with the tools necessary for high academic and personal achievement. And all this plays together. I mean, right now we're dealing with the science, technology, engineering, and math. We really want to focus in on the engineering and technology. A lot of the leaders that have joined, of the 25, there was probably 15 or better that were looking at engineering of some sort, or something dealing in the computer science and technology. So we're really looking at and kind of, that would pique our growth into that area to make sure that they have the knowledge and have the tools and make sure that it's successful. Right now we're in different stages of growing and also consulting with our board of directors, other board members, to really lift this thing off the ground and also make sure that we're on a good path to make sure we're giving them the knowledge that they're looking for, and also the tools and resources, quite frankly, to where they can get to that next level and also beyond their school days.
All right, and let's back up just a little bit. The name GEARS actually is an acronym. Let's let the listeners and viewers know what GEARS actually stands for.
For GEARS is the Gaines Educational Achievement Through Resources and Scholarships Foundation. And like I said, it's named after Dr. Gaines because he has in fact touched a lot of students here at Arkansas State University. I know he was one of my professors. He taught tennis. He's still an avid tennis player. And so, yes, I thought it was befitting. We thought it was befitting that we would name that foundation after Dr. Gaines, because even in the community abroad, not just in Jonesboro, but when that GEARS Foundation hit the internet, people far and wide began to reach out and have testimonies about how Dr. Gaines has impacted their lives as students. And so that's where GEARS came from.
And just to add to that, as we get ready to go to break, like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, Dr. Gaines was a big influence on me, and there's people that you know, he's influenced in so many ways. I know another thing that he's very passionate about is the preservation for African American cemeteries. That's a project that he's very passionate about in Helena, Arkansas, and there's several other causes in which he involves in, and he truly has a servant heart. So we definitely are thankful to God for Dr. Gaines. We're going to go ahead and leave it there and get ready to go to break. We are speaking with members of the Jonesboro Alumni chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, Mr. Cornelius, Moore, Mr. T.R. Hamilton, Mr. Talvikio Banks, and Mr. Quentin. No going anywhere. Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.